just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The drive option going left. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is caught. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complimentary football.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. Third down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Down at the 40.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll drop this one down to Freeman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Herbert. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 11. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a handoff looking right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler.
Herbert's
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And the Chargers first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Titans field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
The pass.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Desmond King picks it.
The pass intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Will give this one to Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a handoff here to his running back. Joey Bosa in on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Let's go, D. Big deal.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
5 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Chargers.
Now Herbert. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. On both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.